I
love that. She is the biggest person in the world.
Oh my God.
She's one of the coolest kids.
Okay, what's your favorite song by Bigfoot?
Come as you are.
Come as you are is a
What's
good
another
one.
one? Do you like any other songs? Say louder. I want to know what song you like. Okay, what other song? No, an actual song.
Who's your
by
number
Bigfoot.
one crush in the world? Who do you have a crush on?
Kurt Cobain. She has a Kurt Cobain shirt.
Smells Like Teen Spirit came out when I was a freshman in high school.
Same. We must be the same age.
176?
I'm born 77, so I'm
Okay,
in
yeah.
the middle of you.
317?
I was a little younger. I was born in 85, so I remember him. I remember, like, watching on MTV, and I remember when he died, like, Kurt Louder announcing it.
I was a freshman when Smells Like Teen Spirit came out. And I immediately changed everything I did.
Right.
I was a grunge kid. No. And then I was a senior in high school and killed himself. So I was like, that should be a specific generation of kids. The grunge kids. Yeah, a subset of Gen X.
Baby, I can't hold you, but yeah, I remember when I was at rehearsal. I was in a small community opera theater when I was 14.
I think you're taking off pretty soon.
Yeah,
So have a good
to
trip
see
home.
you. You too. Be well.
Likewise.
Good to see you all.
To be in much better shape.
Yeah. Good to see you. We'll see you. We'll see you in June.
I already made the reservation.
Yeah, we did too.
I noticed it's more. Everything's more, but it's a little bit more than it was.
All right. It's what it is. I think we made our reservation a while ago. Like I think in July we made our reservation already. So yeah.
Hi. We are going to be leaving soon, yeah. We got to pick up the dog. Yeah.
So nice to see you. Yes. Coming to June next year.
Yeah, well, that's the plan. We might even bring the dog next year. We were talking about bringing the dog. It was a lot of work, and after we brought him last, we were like, last time we saw him, he was like brand new. We'd only had him a couple months. So we think that now we've had him for longer, that maybe it'll go a little better. He got really, all weekend. So, and I had just hurt my knee. So Leonard had to, I was like, I just said Leonard had to mostly take care of him for the time. So it's a little much on him. But now if we're both able to walk him and take care of him and stuff, I just had knee surgery. Right. So it's going okay. I was back to work on Monday after being off for a week and a half. So it was a little bit hard because
Okay, so I have a question for you. Your wife told me that you know the guy that co-wrote the book for the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
The play.
Yeah.
So there's a rabbi.
Wait, will you tell this story on my Instagram stories? Because everybody's asking about it.
Well, his story is you can find it online.
Yeah.
It's like from Hollywood to the Holy Land.
Will you? Can I put you on the
Yeah.
video? All right,
Yeah.
cool. I think it'll only do 90 seconds, so we're gonna make it the short version.
Okay.
All right, so tell me your name real quick.
This is Rabbi Joe Kulikowski.
Okay, and you're gonna tell us the story of your friend who's a rabbi who wrote the Rocky Horror Picture
He was
Show.
one of my teachers, yeah, Rabbi Sinclair. You can find him online, and he tells the whole story about how it's called Hollywood to the Holy Land. So if you look it up on YouTube, you should be able to find Rabbi Sinclair.
So he wrote the story.
I'm not sure what he wrote, but he claims, I remember he talked something about it. He didn't say exactly what it was, but then that was what the claim was that was what he was behind. He is British, and he lives in Jerusalem. So
That's awesome. All right, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks, dude.
yeah, he's a very talented guy. If you look up Rabbi Sinclair,
Yeah.
you know, you'll find him. But and there is the one video where he tells the whole story about where.
Yeah.
Not
I need to write down my sales before I forget. Hang on, just a second.
We saw your stuff at the Troll Museum.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It was funny. We were on our way back from Monster Bash, and then we were like, let's just see what else we can see. And then we saw this place, and then we were like, oh, we just saw him.
Seems really cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's the nicest lady.
I can't. Who?
The Troll Museum.
Oh my gosh.
Do you want to ring up the painting now, or do you want to do it on?
What's going on, Stan? Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
Good. Have you met Debbie?
How you
You
doing?
probably should have met her over the
Good.
years. Yeah. How was your trip down?
It was nice because we had it cut in half because my work schedule had me working in Lancaster County.
Okay, Lancaster.
Yeah.
I was up there speaking 2 weeks ago up at
Yeah.
the Albert Witch Festival.
Oh, yeah?
In Columbia, PA, outside
Okay.
of it's Lancaster County.
Yeah. I was staying in Elizabethtown,
Okay.
so we had a hotel Wednesday night. So it was
Okay.
like, usually our trip going back is going to be 7 hours, maybe something like that. But this trip, having it cut in half, that made it a lot easier. So,
Yeah.
so how you been doing?
Oh, very good. A lot of weird stuff going on. A lot
Yeah.
of sightings. Your child just drew a little sketch for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and what they saw is very similar to the main reports we're getting. Here, I'll show you.
Uh-huh. Where they see it? They didn't tell me about
Last
that.
year in New York. He drew it, and that's what people are reporting around here, the big cylindrical thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And we're getting photographs of these things for the last few
Yeah.
years. And the government calls them Tic Tacs.
Yeah.
They look like a Tic
Yeah,
Tac.
but they're very big, is what they
They're
say.
large metallic, there's no wings.
Yeah.
But we have pictures of them on my website.
Yeah.
I've been taken over Pennsylvania.
Oh, wow.
So it's very similar, but they described to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
They didn't tell me that.
Yeah. Well, whatever. He told me anyhow.
Yeah.
As parents, we're sometimes the last.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better.
I always saw all kinds of things when I was a kid. I haven't seen them in a long time. When I was a kid, I would see stuff in the sky. And,
Yeah.
Yeah. In New York, I remember all kinds of. But I don't know if it was a plane. I don't know what it was, but it was certain things were like a little weird. You
Yeah.
know?
So how things up to prison?
Good.
You
Good.
busy?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, we still I gotta see, every time I think of sending you the paperwork, I go to your website, for some reason it's blocked.
My
So-
website should never be blocked.
I
That's
don't
really
know, they
strange.
have weird stuff blocked there.
Oh, the
So,
prison, they
the
might.
prison, yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll get a letter from a prisoner from different,
Yeah.
all over the country. They like to write to me.
Yeah, they would enjoy if you come
Yeah.
speak, because a lot of guys are interested in that stuff. So
Yeah.
if you know ahead of time when you're going to be up in the Scranton area.
It's very rare I get in that
Yeah.
area. Very rare. I'm so busy just trying to stay in the tri-state area around here. There's so much going on.
Yeah.
It's just, but it would be interesting to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've spoken for what's the one of the kids that are in trouble all the time and down in our area? The big one. They have all the this one Greensburg places like Delphi Village.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've spoken for them.
Yeah, actually, one of our guards has a son there,
Okay.
and he was asking me like, could I reach out to them or something? It was something I did, and I don't. But yeah, it's good work. It's really.
If you need more cards, grab some.
Yeah,
I got plenty.
I'll take them. This way I can just try to run.
I'm getting reports up from the New York PA border, like
Yeah.
Forest County, Allegheny National Forest. There's a lot of weird stuff going up there too. It's going up all over the state. It's very busy with a lot of strange things.
Also up like near Erie, in that area.
I did get calls from that area as well.
Yeah.
We've had incidents. I had witnesses in this weekend talking about things they've seen right around Presque Isle and Lake Erie.
Yeah, my grandmother's family came from McKean County.
Okay. Yeah.
What's the name of that town where the Zippo lighter factory is?
I know what you mean. I can't think, but I know where McKean. And I get calls from McKean County. That's way up north. Yeah.
Right by the border of New York, and they came. But my grandmother's grandparents and great grandparents are buried there. Bradford, Pennsylvania.
Bradford.
Yeah.
There's been sightings there for years.
Yeah, and it's right near the Indian reservation in New York, so it's a lot of interesting.
The Native Americans over the years used to invite me to their powwows in Pennsylvania to speak on this stuff, and I had a great performance for them. And they used to tell me about their history from their family, seeing the Bigfoot back years and years ago.
Yeah, so the Lenape Bigfoot they call
Lenape.
Meesing.
Yeah.
Meesing is what they call
Okay.
it. And he wears a mask that's half black and half red.
Yeah.
And he's the guardian. He's the guardian of the hunt. So like they say the ethical hunter he protects, and the unethical hunter he takes revenge on.
Yeah.
The Meesing.
Here's your crew.
So then the chief told me, because we have a Native American chief who comes to the prison, and he told me, he says he's seen the Meesing both in vision quests, and in life, and he said they do leave footprints, but they're not from this dimension.
I'm telling you, that's what I found years and years ago. In the 70s, that's what I've been writing about. I'm telling you, these things are physical and non-physical at different times. They appear and they disappear. A lot of cryptids do the same thing.
Yeah.
And up and around Lancaster, where I was, down in Columbia, the Albert, which is a smaller Bigfoot than Native Americans, that's the Susquehanna tribe. They have legends about it up there.
Yeah.
So it's fascinating.
Yeah, there's probably more than one. All these different things.
You mean with the creatures?
Yeah.
Oh, there's always. Then I had a hiker several weeks ago.
I'm just saying more than one species. All different species.
Okay.
They range in Pennsylvania from 7 to 9 foot tall, but some of the small ones are around 3.5 to 5 feet tall, around 4 to 5 feet tall. That's what they see quite often down there. But I had a hiker up here several weeks ago in the afternoon, deep in the woods, saw 4 small ones walking together deep in the woods. All black, thin, with black hair. Got no snake to look at them.
Really?
Hey, I was just telling your dad about drawing that picture. You're gonna have to tell me about what you saw. He'll probably tell you on the way home.
Yeah. So we went to the museum up in, what's the name of the town? Pine Bush, New York?
Oh yeah, Pine Bush, yeah.
Yeah, they have a museum there where they discuss UFOs, cryptids, ghosts.
Okay,
It's really interesting.
Well, I do a lot of these type of events. I'm invited to speak next year in March. I think it's Montgomery County. It's Bucks County. They have a big conference down there last year.
Yeah.
They invited me to speak here next year.
Yeah.
Wow. That's it.
Sam.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. I enjoyed. I have this one and this one. I read this one over the
That's
summer.
the latest one. Yeah, it's got some weird stuff in it, isn't it?
Real weird.
Things
Yeah.
that people never heard of before.
There was like a lot of, I know that in Berks County, we were there, and there was a lot of people who had like a Bigfoot, like like whatever, a Bigfoot yard ornament.
And I was like, is there Bigfoot around here? And then I
Yeah.
read your book and I was like, yeah.
Everywhere we're getting reports. Yep. I've been investigating Berks County going back to at least the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, all kinds of sightings. Yeah.
Can I ask you a really personal question?
Yes, you may.
Is this your day job?
Nope.
Okay.
I did this since I was 10 years old.
Right.
I worked in electronics all my life, but I did this too.
Because
I'm retired from my real job, and I do this.
Like I was reading in the book your history of how you got involved with it, and I was like, I wonder if he like has a teacher.
No, you can't make a living doing this. Maybe a few
Yeah.
people try, but that wasn't my thing. You know, just
Yeah.
educating people. But I did this since I was 10, so I worked full time, and I did this also.
Wow.
Yeah. How I did it, I don't know.
Just do
It was
it.
always very busy. My 24 hours a day were always 48-hour days.
Yeah.
Now, it's like that still. My phone's, I started my hotline in 1969. My phone never stops ringing with reports. My phone's ringing 2, 3 o'clock in the morning with calls coming in. Yeah, all the time.
That is amazing. Well, it's always good to see you.
Well, good to see you too. You'll have a good trip back. You anything weird going up for you, send me an email.
Yeah. And if you do get a clearance to come to prison, you could go to all the prisons. So if you wanted to, you could share the information with other prisoners.
Well, see what we can do.
Yeah, we got Tom to come in. He really enjoyed lecturing there, but he's more local. He's from our area. But
That's the problem with me. It's traveling at distance now. It's hard for me to do that, and
sure.
you know,
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. If you happen to be there already.
Yeah, I get calls from all over the country. I just can't. I used to do them all over the country, but I just can't do everything anymore. It's just way too much.
I guess we gotta go.
All right, take care.
All right.
See you, Jen.
See you later. Good to see you. I think so. Yeah. Yeah, God willing. We got it. We got our hotel ready.
It's good seeing you all.
What's going on?
Hey, good. Yeah, your wife just bought one of my
Oh,
DVDs. Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah, you can get the Mummy one. Buy my stinking movies. Or my Devil Ant will get you. Yeah, if you don't buy my stinking movies, my Devil Ant will.
This is new Devil Ant?
Yeah.
Where do you get these from?
Oh, I make these. Oh, I got.
Oh,
I
you
got
make-
this,
you make-
I got
you make
this
your own-
in the making store near my house in Des Plaines for about $1.57.
Yeah.
But then they stopped. They went out of business, so I got them for like $5 at the costume shop across from the Portage Theater in Chicago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and so anyway, how many movies would you like? They make a great birthday gift, great Halloween gift, Christmas gift. Yeah.
My mother's birthday is Halloween, so we get 2 in 1.
Yeah, good. Yeah, Halloween's my favorite holiday. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry.
Oop. Here we go. Ah.
Why am I stinking movie? Everything going? It's
Yeah.
still recording?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and I got my new Blu-ray of Conrad
we
Brooks
got-
versus the Werewolf on Blu-ray, man. So that's all my credits. And my Pumpkin Man movies are on Blu-ray now by
Oh, wow.
Blood Sick Productions.
Oh, wow.
Because they make bloody, sick movies. They're too gory even for me. I said, I wish you wouldn't make your movies so gory. But they love me and they pay me to be in their movies. I play the reporter in their gory horror
Oh, wow.
films. That's Bruce Longo, and he directed Pumpkin Man Lives, which is the last one. And plus, you get my first 5 Pumpkin Man, all 5 of my Pumpkin Man movies. Pumpkin Man 1, 2, Son of Pumpkin Man, Janet vs. Pumpkin Man, and Night of the Pumpkin Man. And that's me holding them right there. Plus, Bruce Longo's Pumpkin Man Lives, all for only 25 stinging bucks. Or my Conrad Brooks versus the Werewolf on Blu-ray right here. See, there he is, me battling Conrad as a werewolf.
There you go. Wow.
Yeah, it got a lot of bad reviews, but I get the last laugh because now I'm making money off the movie they said stinks. So there you go.
There you
and
go.
then Son of Werewolf.
We
and then
love
I
you.
got Frankenstein Stalks. I got the Mummy Creeps. And then I got these other movies. I got this one called The Fishman in here. Here we go.
Here it is.
There we go. There's the Fishman right there. And I'm gonna pull out another stack of videos here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How many tapes did you like? Buy 5, get 1 free. You know. Here we go. Yeah. There you go. That's not my movie there. Yeah. There you go. Dinosaur Woman. Yeah. I got 2 copies of. Then here you go. Bigfoot Runs Amok, the worst Bigfoot movie of all time. I made that in 2016. Okay, Frankenstein Stalks. You got Miss Werewolf. Yeah, I used a whole bottle of ketchup on that. It has some gore in it. And then there's Devilland 2, Devilland Rise from the Grave, 2 hours and 59 minutes. These are features. And then all 5 of my Pumpkin Man movies on DVD, plus extra stuff that you don't get on the Blu-ray, you know. So, and then there you go. And Werewolf and the Witch, the sequel to Conrad Brooks versus Werewolf. That's the girl that plays the Miss Werewolf, and here she's playing a witch, you know. And then here we go, giant horny toad monster. And it's like a horned toad lizard. Over 200 feet of scaly horror. Bigger than Devilland. He's bigger than this because he's over 200 feet long. And he's meaner than He's more ferocious than Frankenstein.
There we go.
And he's meaner than the Mummin. And then you got the Fish Man. Here's Horned Toad Man.
Oh my.
Half man, half horned toad. DNA from a horned toad, from a horned toad lizard, turns him into horned toad man.
Does it shoot blood out of his eyes?
No.
You ever see those?
I've seen them, but I don't do it. That's too gory for me. Yeah. So anyway, buy my stinking movies, only 20 stinking bucks each. For the Blu-ray, only 25 stinking bucks. And if you don't, my devil ant will get you. Gotcha. Okay, cut. That's perfect.
All right. What do we got here? I got to get my. Do you know that Donald Trump grew up going to the Church of Norman Vincent Peale?
No,
Yeah.
you're the first to tell me that.
Yeah.
Wow, and I've been reading his book since I've been a kid.
Yeah.
My dad has a whole library of him and Napoleon Hill, and right now I'm reading How to Stay Alive All Your Life. It's like 175, and I read his book. You Can If You Think You Can. That's like 275 pages. It took me about a year, 2 years to find it. Because I'd read it off and on.
Yeah.
I didn't read it every day.
Yeah.
You know, and I read the Bible about a half a page a day normally, but I didn't read the Bible yesterday, and I didn't read it the day before that because I was tired. I was getting ready for a monster day. But I kind of make up for it by listening to guys like Joel Osteen.
Yeah.
I listen to Joyce Meyer a little bit. But I don't like to read the Bible because I feel guilty. I don't like to watch those shows because I just watch them because I want to get
Because you
inspired.
enjoy it. Yeah.
I want to get encouraged.
Yeah. You don't have to
That's
feel
why I
guilty.
watch those guys. I just watched Joel Osteen today. It encouraged me.
He's
And
very
he told
good.
you that, you know, things are going to turn around, you know,
Yeah.
that things might seem bad now, but just around the corner, something good's going to happen. You know, things, you know, you're going to meet the perfect person, or you're going to meet somebody that's going to help you,
Yeah.
you know. And so there was a guy I met today. I'm not going to tell you. Some guy I'd met said he was thinking on checking in. He says, "Can I?" I'm not going to say his name because he didn't want me to share his name. But he says, "Can I tell you? I have to tell you this because I know this you'd like to hear this." So he says, "I'm thinking on checking out, man." And you know, he's real sad. And I said, "Oh no!" And I said, "Well, here, sit down." You know, I thought he wanted to sit. No, I want to stand up. I said, "No, here, sit down, relax." Here. I said, "Hey, you want a piece of candy?" You know, I get this bag of candy. I said, "Here, have some candy. Have a good time." You know, see, the best way to get them their mind off that is to give them a good time.
Yeah.
You know, hey, have a good time, relax. Hey, how's it going? Or you know, and I say, here, have some candy. You know, and then I grabbed a piece. I opened the butter. I started eating a Butterfinger. You know? So you know that kind of like gets his mind off his problem. Now he's having fun. You know, he's just hanging out. Have a piece of He didn't want the candy, but that's all right. I tempted him with it though. Yeah. But you know, so you know, then he told me, and I told him, he says, "Oh, no one would miss me." And I said, he told me not to tell him, but I have to because this is a good. But I just won't say his name. There's some guy that you don't know. He's not like somebody known around here. He's kind of hidden. He's one of those guys. But so I told him, oh, people. He says no one would miss me. I said, well, there are people missing, not me. And I say, well, everybody's important. I said. God has a reason for you being here. I said, like my minister told me, Brother Jim McCracken, he says, wherever you are, God has put you there. Yeah. Wherever you go, God has purpose in you being there. He says, believe this and go, whatever. And, you know, then that's like the end of those. Yeah, But he tells people, like, take this message and share it with others outside the church. Share it with others. But do people do that? No, they think, I go to church. I sing psalms. I put money in the offering plate. I sing. I go to church. So what? Anybody can go to church. But I mean, if you really believe in Jesus and you really have him in your heart, you're going to tell other people. You're going to share that with some people. I mean, I'm not saying you're going to share it with everybody. I don't share it with everybody, but anybody whenever I feel that, I do it. I mean, if I see somebody depressed, I'll tell them about it.
Well, hopefully you saved his life. I hope.
Oh yeah, I told him about Jesus. I've told him about it before too. I've met him before, but he was crying. He was crying, man. So, I talked to him. I said, God has reason you being here. He says, well, no one missed me. I said, yes, there's people that you haven't. He says, no one missed me. I said, yeah, but there's people you haven't met yet, though. Yeah. There's people that you need to meet that you can encourage in the future. Yeah. I said, it's not just the people you know now. I'm saying that there's people that you haven't even met yet that you can encourage. Other people are going through what you're going through that feel like checking it.
Yeah. You never know.
And I was going to tell him that it's wrong because it's murder. You're murdering yourself. You were going to say something.
No, I'm listening to you. You're great.
Oh, thank you, man. I was a street preacher. I was. Yeah. I street preached for like 7 years. Yeah. Not consistently, off and on. But then I just lost the desire. I was making the movies and I was doing other things. And it's just, sure, not all ministers preach their whole life. They do other things. It's just...
And there's other types of ministry, not only preaching.
Yeah, there is.
Just being who you are,
Yeah, you can encourage people. You can talk, like what I was doing to him, that was ministering.
Yeah.
When someone comes and does brings me food and says, hey Dave, you're hungry here, that's like ministering. Sure. They're bringing me food. Like Son of Gould gave me a ticket today for a free cup of coffee, which I got now.
Oh.
And there it is, yeah. And I got it free. And so, and if it cools off, I just nuke it for like 30 seconds. But I always crack the lid a little. Yeah. So, because if you leave the lid on and microwave it too long, that top can pop off and coffee splashes all over the place. Yeah. So, whenever you're cooking anything, you want to have it slightly open, like if you're nuking, like trying to poach an egg in the microwave.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I put a little water, just a little bit, like a tablespoon in the bottom of a cup, and I nuke it for 30 seconds. Uh-huh. Then I crack the egg in, and I put a little salt in there, and then I put one of these lids that got a little hole in it, but I have it slightly over the edge, so air can escape.
I like to make scrambled eggs in the microwave because it's less, even though it doesn't come out as good, but it's less cleanup.
Oh yeah, I've done that. I've mixed scratch in a little cup,
Yeah.
They buy those things, but then I use the same cup. I'll wash it out, and then I'll rinse it out, and then I'll use it again. Yeah. And I just crack an egg and scramble it and nuke it. And
I put all that other kinds of put corn chips in with the eggs, or like that comes
pieces
out like
bacon
comes
anything.
Out, yeah.
You can crumble crackers or anything.
Yeah.
Pieces of onion or whatever you want to put in there. But the thing is, so then when after I nuke the water, like a tablespoon of water for in a little cup for like 30 seconds, then I crack the egg in there, then I put like a lid over it, but a little bit over the edge so the air can escape, and then I nuke it for another 30 seconds. Mm-hmm. But I watch it because sometimes right when it gets to like 25 seconds or something, it'll start to bubble sometimes, So you want to watch it, So when it starts to bubble up, then you stop the microwave. You don't egg
if you have an egg in the shell, it could blow up. It's not.
Yeah. Oh, I don't do it in the shell. Yeah. In the shell, the shell can blow up. I've done that before. I've tried to cook an egg in the shell, but I just short of 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I'll give it I'll cook it maybe like 27 seconds max. Yeah. Because after that it blows up.
Yeah.
And then I crack it open, and it's like a soft-boiled egg or a hard.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds good.
But you got to be. It's better to crack the egg.
Yeah.
So then I have that's a poached egg. I do that at my girlfriend's house when I visit her. I'm gonna shut up. But anyway,
well, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
I saw your stuff at in Elizabethtown. There's the oddity shop.
Yeah, you saw my coat that I wore in the Fishman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was very proud of that.
Did you see a little TV set in there?
Yeah, he was playing
for
the movies.
Frankenstein's Stalk.
Yeah.
Like it was like a prop I used in Frankenstein's Stalk.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you saw? Oh, good.
Yeah.
And
Because that's where the Department of Corrections Academy is in Elizabethtown. So we were there. He wasn't open. He's usually open only Friday and Saturday. So I was only there. I wouldn't never be there Saturday, but I was only once there Friday. And I was like, oh, now it's my opportunity to go to the oddity shop, because I remember hearing about it because Mr. Lobo had a program at his place. Have you been to Mr. Lobo's studio there in Lancaster? That's
it's in Lancaster.
it's right in the middle of Amish country.
No, oh no,
Yeah.
I haven't. I used to meet Amish people. We try to take their pictures. I always turn their head.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we did buy some of their water when we were kids. Back in the '60s, Mom said they said, "Oh, they don't like our picture being taken." I always tried to take their picture. They always turned their head, riding the buggies and stuff. And then my mom and ones too.
Awesome.
I don't know. It's a different kind of watermelon.
Yeah. So yeah, he had all kinds of interesting stuff there. So
yeah.
we were in Elizabethtown on our way here. That was good for work. We cut our trip in half because I got a hotel room from work Wednesday night. So and then went from there to here Thursday. I was teaching at the academy for the new chaplains, and we were teaching them like you were talking about, how to deal with people with mental illness, dealing with people who are suicidal, how to minister to them, and it was a good program I was teaching there. And so
go ahead.
Yeah, we had all different kinds, and it was all different kinds of ministers there. There was Protestant, Catholic, Muslim, and Wiccan.
Yeah, because they all need God.
Yeah.
They all need Jesus. I was talking to this guy on the bus, and I was telling him about Jesus. This guy on the bus, and he says, "Oh, don't say it loud. Don't talk about it loud. That guy over there is a Muslim." And I said,
Muslims like Jesus. He's one of their prophets.
Yeah,
they
I
love
said,
Jesus.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
right. And I told him, I said, well, everybody needs it. Everybody needs Jesus, man. It doesn't matter. I told him, I'm not intimidated. He says, oh, you better watch it. He's a Muslim, like he'll get you. I said, I'm not intimidated. I'm doing the right thing. Jesus will protect me. Jesus wants me to share this news with everybody that I can. Sometimes I can't, and sometimes rules like at my job I couldn't.
Right.
Because I got fired the first day. I'd only been working I was going there to apply for a job. Mm-hmm. Oh, I already worked like 2 hours. Yeah. And I left a pamphlet in the bathroom. I left a pamphlet by the sink. And
thank you for coming.
Thanks for coming. And I left the flyer on the sink, says, if you died today, are you sure you'd go to heaven? And I got it from the Baptist church I used to go to. I don't go there anymore. But I have a little bit of a problem with some Baptists because some of them are so much, they think like, I wonder sometimes they think you got to be a fundamentalist Baptist to go to heaven. I'm not saying they say that, but I've met some church members that kind of act that way by the things they say. Like one girl said, "Oh, don't go to 7-Eleven because they don't support independent Baptists. They don't support independent fundamentalist Baptists." And this is kind of stuff I'd hear from church members of the church I used to go to, different feminists. And I'm so glad I'm not going to that church anymore. I'm so glad that I've gotten backslide, whatever. They can say I'm backslide. You're watching monster movies, you have beer sometimes, and you swear, sometimes, and whatever, and blah, blah, blah. They can find out all these faults, but you know what? Go ahead. At least I'm a regular person. Like I can talk to regular people. Yeah. I'm glad of that, and it makes me feel free. I'm free. Yeah. I don't want to be a pastor anymore. I don't want to be a full-time evangelist anymore. I think I sort of got that because of the people I was around. Yeah. And when I went to church, they had these old guys that they played the real old. I mean, I'm not against the old music, but they played the what do you call it? Accordion. Now there's a joke on Svengoolie. What's the difference between an accordion and an onion? Nobody cries when you chop up an accordion.
Oh, my wife loves accordion music.
Yeah.
I like
and then-
Weird Al
and then-
Yankovic
and
with
then,
his
then he
accordion.
probably says, I apologize to all you accordion players out there.
Yeah.
But it's the hand in the door. You know when he has the hand in the door?
Yeah.
Hey, Goalie, what's the difference between an accordion and an onion? And he goes, I don't know. He goes, nobody cries when you chop up an accordion.
Yeah.
And then Spenguli, I apologize to all the accordion players out there, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, it's called the Hal Webb Evangelistic Team, and they'd sing, you know, just, you know, and I'm not against that, but I like to hear other music. I like to hear 50s, 60s, 70s. I like to hear some rock music, and the Baptist Church says, oh, rock, that's the devil. You gotta burn those tapes and all this. But some of them have a really nice song, and some of the songs aren't bad, you know. You know, I grew up listening to that stuff. I want to hear some 60s, 70s.
Oh, I love Johnny Cash. He was.
You know,
was
I'm
good.
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Well, I shot a man in Reno. Just I won a free trip with my pastor because I had the most visitors in church. I had the most visitors. Well, really, I had the most adult visitors. It's something I got a lot of kids because he has a bus route, and he got a lot. And he won the grandfather clock.
Yeah.
I wanted to win the big one. I wanted to win because I know I could beat these guys. I was the most enthusiastic guy in our church, I think. Other, not counting Brother Gomez, Raging Cajun Keith Gomez, who went to Hiles Anderson, and Brother Ramos. So anyway, I won the trip though. I won the trip because I had like 20 visitors in church during a 4-week campaign. I had like 20 visitors, and I had 5 adults in one day. Oh, I'll let you go. So I won the trip to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and we're out there in a boat. Me and Brother Ramos and Raging Cajun, big brother, got a big gut. His dad was a pro boxer. He had like 30 fights anyway. But so you know, he thought it's cool that I boxed. You know, we're on a boat. We're fishing. We're fishing in Baton Rouge in the swamp area. You know, he used to catch gators. He was making a lot of money catching gators before he became a preacher.
Yeah.
So you know, he gave that up to be a minister. But you know what? We're out there fishing, and they were singing country songs. And he goes, "Hey, Rock, sing us a country song. Sing us a country, you know." And so the only one I could think of was Johnny Cash. I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Yeah. And when I hear that whistle blowing, I hold my head and cry. And I go, ding, 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 ding. You know?
Yeah.
They were cracking up. They after that trip and they got back, they said he made the trip. The Rock made the trip. I mean, I made them laugh. I gave them a good time. But I only went fishing with them once. You better go. You want to talk to Carol Monroe?
No, I saw already.
I'm done.
Got any more golf balls?
Oh yeah. And but if you want to talk, stop.
No, it's okay.
She's in the lab. But you better go over there.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
You want a DVD? Which one do you want?
I'll get this one, I guess. There we go.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Yeah. That's a really low budget. Thank you.
Well, I like giant monsters, so. Big
Want me to autograph it to
lizards
you?
and dinosaurs and.
Yeah, I'm sorry about I hope I didn't stop you from talking
No.
to Caroline Monroe.
No, she's already.
Did you already talk to her?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, okay. And, to Rabbi Joe, right?
Okay, yeah. You might enjoy. You watch.
Yeah. A lot.
There's this guy, Keith Foskey. He's a pastor down in Florida. He is so funny. He does these routines where he imitates all the different Christian denominations. Like, all the denominations go buy coffee, all the denominations go buy wings, all the denominations plan Halloween, all the denominations plan, and like it's him playing characters. One's a Presbyterian and one's a Methodist, and it's really funny how he does it.
What's his name?
Keith Foskey.
Oh, Okay.
It's Your Calvinist Podcast. And he's a funny guy, and he's also into the movies from the 80s. That's his.
Wow.
He's hilarious. And he has such a sense of humor. He also does church soup, where it's like, remember Talk Soup on the
Oh, that's funny.
E channel? It's
Yeah.
church soup, and he finds these videos of different churches kind of preaching weird stuff, and he's always like, I hope it was a blast for you, because it certainly was a blast for me.
It's funny. I just had to put Joe because I didn't have a
Yeah,
phone.
it's okay.
Yeah.
It's good to see you, Dave.
Thank you.
We'll see you again soon.
Next time
June.
I'll do another Johnny Cash song for
Yeah. Thank you. Did you know did you know Johnny Cash was an ordained minister?
you. No.
Yeah. He actually officiated his daughter's wedding. He wasn't a pastor of a church anytime, but he went to Bible school for a year or two, something, to get ordained, and he and that was the one thing he did in the, yeah.
Hello again.
All right. We'll see you later.
Yeah, okay.
Take care.
Yeah, take care.
What, you know where Mommy went? Yeah. We can go out this way where the car is.